Greetings to you. A pleasure to meet you.
Alrighty. So here we go. So we wrapped up the mission to Vivek, and now we're going to go ahead and report to Arvesa's superiors, because Kais has told us to get the fuck out of here for a little while. And so we are going to head to the buoyant Armiger base of Saren. And Saren is, around hereabouts.
Are you here to discuss your orders? Or is there something else you... We need an Ashlander informant. I have heard of a fellow in Aldrun named Hasur Zainsubani, an Ashlander who left the Wastes to become a wealthy trader. They say the Ashlanders like to give and receive presents. Take these 100 drakes. Find out what Zainsubani likes, and get him a gift. Then give him the gift and see if he will tell you about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult. Then report back to me.
All right. Anything specific, though?
Did you speak with Hasur Zainsubani yet? Make sure you've gotten everything you can about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult. Then report back.
Tell us about Hasur, then.
Hasur Zainsubani is an Ashlander who left the Wastes to become a wealthy trader in Aldrun. I'm not sure where to find him, but I'd try the Aldskar Inn in Aldrun first.
All right.
That's a more respectable place than the Rat in the Pot or the Council Club.
Fair.
To reach Aldrun from Balmora on foot, take the road north from Balmora to Caldera. Exit Caldera through the northwest gate. Though Aldrun is nearly due north as the racer flies, the road swings far to the west to avoid the ash wastes, curving around at last to the east, even southeast, before approaching Aldrun. It is a long trip through desolate lands and easy to get lost if you leave the road. Alternatively, pay for passage on a silt strider.
Nah, we're good. We're heading out. So we're not being pressed by Arvesa to go to Saren immediately, so we'll go ahead and we'll do Hasur Zainsubani's quest first. I think that'd be a good start. Get a little bit more of this Nerevarine. Sixth house business completed, right? Oh, actually, probably ought to get some sleep first. See what our vase has to say, if anything. Nothing. Just nothing about, something about Balmora. Let's talk about Hasur. I doubt there's much to learn from an Ashlander that would be worth the trip. You've got to stop that. You've got to quit that.
You seem like very
It's
good
10
company.
p.m. We're gonna go to sleep. Step over our mountain of trash here. All right, now we should be good to go. Bright and early.
Yes, Outlander.
So we've got a couple. Oh, where did Arvesa go? There she is. Are you coming? Let's go. There she is. Okay. Alrighty. So I'll tell you what, chat, we've got some options ahead of us. We can either go to Saren and see what's up, or we can go to Aldrun and pursue Hasur Zainsubani. Do we want to go ahead and get Arvesa's quest taken care of, where we turn in the information to her superiors, go meet the buoyant Armigers? Or do we want to go and continue the main quest and not go that sidestep, and do we want to head straight for Hasur Zainsubani and talk to him? What do we want to do, guys? We'll wander around while we mull that over. Oh, no, that's the crazy guy. Run. We don't need him. No, we're good. We don't need him at all. We don't want none of that fluff. I guess the first thing we can do while we contemplate that is sell some of this shit off, huh? We're moving a little bit slow. And how was our gold? Yeah, we're still not to like the mass trading gold yet. Probably won't be for some time if we're being honest with ourselves. Part of early Morrowind is the joy of being a broke boy, right? Oh, wrong door. I do that a lot. Although if we're going to Old Room, we're going to take the Silt Strider. But we need Rapier. That's who we're looking for.
Its scent is unfamiliar.
I've been here plenty of times. My scent is absolutely familiar by now. Or it should be. Don't look at me with that. Look at that look on his face. Look at him mean-mugging me. Welcome again to my shop. Before we barter, Revere needs someone to deliver a message to Sia. Revere will pay, of course. I'm not interested in that right now.
Friend?
We got a lot of shit to do, Revere. But maybe later, huh? Look, I'm not against it. Keep those are always useful. Get rid of some of this shit. You know what? I'm not digging the green hoodie. Green hoodie's not doing it for me. Short sword can go. Viper blade can go. Rising force, we've already got an enchanted item, so we don't need that. Don't need the flint, don't need the grief. Cure common disease, dispel. Actually, the dispel potion's kind of worthless, believe it or not. It's only dispel 15 points. Pretty terrible. You always kill Revere at the beginning of your playthroughs with bound weapons. Yeah, you were telling me about that. Well, I gotta tell you, the way he's mean-mugging me right now, I'm not gonna feel sorry for him if somebody were to do that. Gotta say, don't need water breathing. Mark is always good. Bargain fire resistance is dog shit. Bargain any potions are pretty dog shit, not gonna lie. How's your night been tonight, Austin? How you doing? Can you even hear me? I need to check that, because actually my mic had some errors earlier, so I want to make sure you can hear me loud and clear. If not, we might have to reset the game and start again. I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. Alright. Well, that is a little better as far as the speed department goes. So I'm willing to entertain that a little bit more than I was. Yeah, you can hear me. Been good. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, been good. What about me? Been good. It's a Monday. But aside from that, I mean, I'm back home in Tamriel, so we're doing good now, man. So, I'm going to leave this vote up to the chat now that we got some people kind of coming in here. So we got a couple of places we can go. We just finished the mission to Vivek City, which is everybody's favorite mission. We just finished that with the added complexities that Arvesa brought to it. So we have a couple of choices. We can go to Saren, which is Arvesa's base of operations for the buoyant Armigers. We can explore a little bit of Arvesa's storyline. Or we can head to Old Ruin and talk to Hassor Zane Sabani. We have to do both eventually. So we got to do both, but we can do one or the other. What is our vote? First one in the chat gets it. First blood gets it. Do we want to go talk to Hassor in Aldrune to get some information on the Ashlanders? Or do we want to go and meet the buoyant Armigers and head to Saren to elaborate more on Arvesa's part in the story? It's a choose-your-own-adventure novel all of a sudden. I am good with either path. One is going to lead us further down the main quest vertically. The other is a horizontal sidestep that's going to add some detail to it if we choose to do that. Aldrin is closer. All right. Aldrin it is. Fuck, we can just take the Mages Guild and not have the hours, son. We'll do that. Yeah, Aldrin is much closer. Well, I'll tell you, Teldrin appreciates that. Y'all not going to make him walk. At least not yet.
Speak, traveler.
Yeah, that's the great thing about having the Arvesa mod is she starts to give us some options for the main quest. It's pretty cool. Oh, look, another piece of shit is gone. No more Sharn Grimazgov. No more Sharn. She's all gone. She's in the Ministry of Truth. I think we can actually find her there later,
Oh
which is
dear.
really funny.
Did you borrow that outfit from a Gua?
My outfit is worth more than yours, so you can stick that guar
At your service, Outlander.
comment where the sun doesn't shine, lady. I'm wearing pure bone mold. You're in a expensive robe at most. Stuff your judgment. We don't want to hear it. I am not taking that off her. I don't know if this has ever been here. No Redoran would make use of services here, yet the Empire will have its way. Alright, we're heading to the Old Scar Inn, which just recently got a beautiful revamp in the BCOM mod. So Beautiful Cities of Morrowind just gave this inn an amazing revamp. Now, I think we've been over the lore before in Aldrune, but for the people who weren't here, so we'll elaborate a little further. Every time I come here, I love to give a little bit on the Redoran lore, because it's amazing. So in this area up here, by Solstheim, you have a lot of the Redoran marches. You have the Water March. Water March is down here, roughly. You have the Stones March, which is going to be hereabouts this area, right? You have the Ash March, which is where we're at now. And you've got the Snow March, which is all the way up here and in the Velothi Mountains. What we are interested in now, and where most of the leadership of House Redoran has gone, is they have come here to battle with the forces of Dagoth-Ur and to battle the Blight. And so Bolvin Venom, even though his estate, and even though all of the Redoran nobles live in Blacklight, and they meet in Blacklight, he took Old Scar, which is the giant emperor crab, and he moved it here to Aldrune to be closer to Red Mountain. Because the Redoran know what duty is. And that's why they have one of the largest presences on Vardenfell. Everybody likes to say that Balmora is larger. Actually, not true. Balmora is not larger than Aldrune. Aldrune is the largest city. And then Santrith Moria is also bigger, actually. Because that is an old Telvanni city that's always been there. That is legit Telvanni territory, almost always has been. Because they're off on the peninsula. There's not many of them that are on the actual island of Vardenfell proper, which is the Temple Preserve. So with the lore out of the way, there are also some Ashlanders who come here to trade on occasion. And sometimes even find they like the settled life better and retire here. And Hasor Zain Sabani is one of those people that did that. So this is the Old Scar Inn. And take a look at this amazing revamp here. Like, this is so cool now. And we're looking for Hasor Zain Sabani.
You're right. We all must do our part. Here, it's not much, but it's all I can spare.
Trader? That's him over there, because I don't know what the fuck he was even talking about. It's him over there, so maybe he's down here somewhere. What's wrong with Guars anyway, lady? Yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? Uh-oh. We're a little tall for that. There he is. Hasor Zain Sabani. Hello, Hasor.
I am Hasor Zain Sabani. May you bless and be blessed. I do not wish to be rude, but if you have business, speak it, for I am at leisure and would prefer to be alone with my thoughts.
So, you're an Ashlander. I guess we'll start by just having you tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your background?
I'm Hasor Zain Sabani. I do a little of this, a little of that. I am a retired trader.
Okay.
I am well-traveled and a man of letters, but I am proud of my Ashlander birth and heritage.
As you should be.
I hope you won't think me rude, but I rather not spend my leisure time lecturing strangers.
I understand.
I see. You wish to learn of Ashlanders from me, and what is it that you wish to learn?
Hey, what's going on, Lofi one? let's see. I would like to know about the gift-giving customs of the Ashlanders.
A curious question. A gift is a sign of courtesy among strangers and affection among friends. Among strangers, a thoughtful gift is a sign that you are cautious and considerate and aware of the other's wants and needs. Such is particularly useful for traders and travelers. Among friends, it is a private thing and subtle, with great risks. For the test of the gift is how well it is tailored to the receiver.
Now, that's a really cool piece. It's one of my favorite things in all of Morrowind, actually. That whole bit about the gift giving. So it's a test in a game, and that's true of a lot of tribal lore. So gift giving in many tribes around the world actually has great significance, right? So what I mean by that is that, yeah, it's a test of the giver as much as it's a test of the gifted, because basically you want to tailor your gift very well to them. And so I love the Ashlander gift-giving customs and how serious they're taken. Very cool. So that's part of courtesy. Now tell me a little bit about courtesy.
Ashlanders may challenge a stranger who enters a yurt without invitation. Customs differ with different tribes, but leave when requested, and you may be forgiven. Be particularly careful about Ashkans, tribal chiefs, and wise women, tribal seers and counselors. Some are welcoming, some are hostile. Be courteous and leave if requested. If offended, they may attack.
Okay. What do you know about these disturbing dreams we've all been having? But yeah, man, the AI-generated voice for this mod is impressive, Lofi1 says. Yeah, Voices of Vardenfell is fantastic. It's really good.
Perhaps it means nothing. It is peculiar, the tall figure in the golden mask. It puts me in mind of the golden helm of the Ordinator, but that does not seem to fit the spirit of the dream. My people take careful account of dreams, but only a wise woman can tease from them their meanings.
You seem like an interesting guy. What did you do before? I know you were an Ashlander, but what did you do kind of on the in-between?
I'm a trader. I know the Ashlands, their people and their ways. I know what they will buy and sell, and what will bring good money here among the settled people.
And you mentioned a thoughtful gift?
Yes, a gift that shows you have taken the care to learn something of the receiver. For example, I love poetry. No stranger could be expected to know this, but a book of poetry given to me by a stranger shows the giver respects me and has made a special effort to know and please me. But now, I have answered your question and would like some time to myself. If you will excuse me.
Very well.
3 blessings, sir.
Anyone worth their merit usually passes through here, if you can manage to grab a few stories too, if you're lucky. So what do you think of Hasor now? It seems our fellow takes after Urvesa with a love of poetry. If I had to guess, anything to do with his people and their awful plight would satisfy him. Alright. Let's go try to find the poetry book. Yeah, I think I'm going to get him a poetry book. And what's going on, Roland? So I was just talking about one of my favorite parts of Morrowind is the gift-giving customs and how these are actually based on like real-world tribal traditions in some places, to where it's like very key tailored, and it's actually a high-risk, high-reward scenario at times to do gift-giving. Very, very cool stuff. And again, Morrowind, so one of the things you can tell about Morrowind that I love so much about it, and again, there's nothing new under the sun. As creative as Morrowind is, the reason why Morrowind is as interesting as it is because it takes very real-world parallels from history and anthropology and society and sociology and politics, and it just is an intersection of all of these interesting ideas in a fantasy setting. Very, very fucking cool. Oh, got a little bit of a scholar there, but we're looking for Codas.
Welcome to Aldrun. New here? If so, I can tell you what services are available and where.
Yeah, I'm looking for something. Do you know Hasor St. Sabani? He likes poetry, I bet you know.
Yes, the Ashlander trader, a bibliophile. Likes poetry. I have a few such volumes here, I believe. Words of the Wind, Ashland Hymns, The 5 Far Stars, around here somewhere. Go ahead, I'm waiting.
Five Far Stars is a pretty good choice, I think. I want to look a little further here. Words of the Wind. I think we're going to go with Words of the Wind. I think that'd be a good one. Thank you.
Let's hear it.
You ever wonder how much written about Berenzia is actually true? 2 entirely different series detailing her life. I prefer the real Berenzia myself. It just feels real. That's probably because it's probably a little closer to the truth, to be fair. Berenzia, there's an interesting character. It'd be an interesting trip if we got to meet her one day, huh? Back to Old Scar. Got a little bit of a roadblock going on. We'll head to the other stairwell. Oh, gosh. We're not gonna fuck with that. No, 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 no. Again, we're a little tall to get through that gateway, but we'll make it work. Our vase is just short enough to make it through.
Yes, what is your business with me?
I do have business.
I believe I have answered your questions about choosing a thoughtful gift.
And I've got it.
This is a gift for me. I am amazed. A copy of Words of the Wind, the words of the Blessed Mothers. I gratefully accept your gift.
Yay!
My people have never loved the written word, and I lament their ignorant scorn for such common yet potent magic. I thank you, and I honor your courtesy.
Books are
It would
magic.
please me to return your courtesy by answering your questions. What would you wish to know about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult?
Now we're talking. Okay. Ashlanders, please.
There is too much to tell. Here, take these notes. I've written here what you should know about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult. But most of all, if you are visiting a camp, there are things you should know about courtesy and challenges among the Ashlanders. And since you ask about the Nerevarine cult, perhaps you'll be interested in my views on the Ashlanders and foreigners. Because a guiding passion of the Nerevarine cult is their hatred of foreigners.
We'll just take it one topic at a time. This is going to get
You
fascinating,
have my
guys.
notes.
Ashlanders and foreigners.
Most Ashlanders wish all foreigners and their false gods could be driven from Morrowind. At very least, Ashlanders wish the foreign devils would leave them in peace. Ashlanders think it shameful to attack unarmed persons, but they will kill without hesitation an armed person who offends them or their clan laws. No Ashlander is fool enough to make war against the Empire. However, if such a war might be won, many Ashlanders might cheerfully give their lives to win such a war.
You mentioned challenges.
When challenged for sport, it is acceptable to decline. When challenged for honor, it is shameful to decline. Honor challenges come from offense given in speech or action, or may represent customary formal challenges of status or ritual.
Okay. Business?
Yes, my friend. You say you want to ask me some questions. What would you wish to know about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult? Or perhaps you wish to know more about my life as a trader?
We're not here for that yet, but I'm glad you enjoyed
Yes,
the gift.
I understand. Don't give it another thought. Now, what would you wish to know about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult?
Nerevarine cult?
They worship the great Ashkan and Hortator, Nerevar moon and star, who in ages past destroyed the evil, godless dwarves and banished the treacherous Dagoth-Ur and his foul hosts beneath Red Mountain. The cult is of small consequence in Ashlander worship, and only among the Urshilaku do its followers have any influence.
Okay.
Others Ashlanders' tribes share the sentiments of the cult, but regard the Nerevarine prophecies with suspicion and skepticism.
And those prophecies?
I have heard it said that prophecies foretell the return of a reincarnated Nerevar, who shall drive the foreigners from the Ashlands, and who shall cast down the false gods of the temple, and restore the true worships of the ancestors. It is a dream that would appeal to every Ashlander, but it is thought but a silly ancient legend, and little more, by many Ashlanders, myself included.
Well, you said the Urshilaku is where I can find these.
The Urshilaku are the Ashlanders of the northern Ashlands and the West Gash in the northwest of Vardenfell. Ashkan Sulmatul is their chief, a brave and respected war leader, and warrior protector of the Nerevarine cult. The Urshilaku camp moves with the herds, but usually lies close to the Sea of Ghosts.
Okay. You know where their camp's at?
The Urshilaku camp moves with the herds, but usually lies close to the Sea of Ghosts, north of the village of Margan, on the northern coast of Vardenfell.
We're marching north, then.
Margan is a small village north of Aldrun. A road runs from Aldrun towards Nisus to the northwest, and Margan to the north. Take the right branch at the fork to reach Margan. But it is a long and difficult road, and outlanders may get lost. The Silt Strider goes from Aldrun to Margan. It costs little, and you don't risk getting lost.
I appreciate the advice, but one of the rules of the play is we walk everywhere at first. What do you think, Arvesa? What do we think of Ashlanders now, huh? I don't see why you would waste your time trying to learn about spiteful nomads. And Hasor? Hasn't changed your mind on that? Caius is really interested in all this. If you say so, it is good accounting. I'll grant Hasor that. You gotta open up that mind of yours. I think the Ashlanders are fascinating. All right. So before we start, we gotta head to... we gotta start heading towards Saren. Because the plot's about to break wide the fuck open here, chat. But before we do that, we promised we would head to Saren. That way she could give her report to the buoyant Armigers. And we'll get to meet them too. So we want to head to the city we've been to nearest to Surin is what we want to do. So we got to head towards Surin in order to get to Margon, or in order to get to Molag Mar. Yeah, I will go to... Let's do Balmora.
Oh dear, did you borrow that outfit?
I guess we'll start from there. And we will just quest our way to Surin from Balmora. Again, remembering the rule, we walk everywhere the first time.
Make it quick.
Probably a good idea to pick up some health potions before we go with some of this gold we've got. See where we're at. Yeah, we got over 1,000 gold. We can definitely pick up some health potions. Hard telling what we run into. We're heading all the way through the Molag Mar region, and the Molag Mar region is nothing to fuck with, guys. That's a pretty rough place.
If you want something, now's the time to talk.
Hi, Nakalra.
Good day, Outlander. Are you interested in something?
Restore health. Quality potion of silence. What would that even do? That's going to give you silence, not... I don't even know if that's something we want to do. There it is. Restore health. A little expensive per pop, but let's do it. We'll try to talk her down to 335. Yeah, okay, cool.
See anything you like, Outlander?
By the way, great resource to have is to know that now Kyra carries exclusive
Are you
restore
interested
health
in
potions.
something?
These are actually overkill from where we're at in the game, but we'll go ahead and we'll take them. Brings us to 167. We're going to make plenty of money on the roads. I'm fine with it.
What do you
want? Probably pick up some other very useful stuff. So let's get questing. What's up, Hole? I'll see you later, buddy. Are you kidding me right now? You are already drowning, buddy. Duchess has arrived. What's going on, Brooke? We are getting ready to head to Saren. Hey, what's going on, Mobster? What's up? Playing a little bit of Morrowind. We're heading to Saren ultimately, but we're making a pit stop at Surin first as we head there. So basically, we're heading from here to roughly here is Surin on the map. Hope your Monday went as smooth as mine. I actually felt it was a pretty productive Monday overall. Why am I being like a goon right now? Get out of that. There we go. Walking like a goon. Yeah, hope you had a good Monday, because Mondays can be hard sometimes. I hate Mondays, right, everybody? That's okay. We're home. We're home to Vardenfell now. Brick Barn says, I hate Mondays. Yes. I think you universally speak for everybody here. You had a rough one today, but relaxing now, thank goodness. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, you know, the whole day, when I get done, I can tune on and spend a few hours in Vardenfell. It's fine. It's all fine. This is my comfort food right here, Mobster. This is the comfort food for me. More than just about any other game. And you see how it's got kind of a cozy effect too, because you just kind of walk and you're not always fighting shit. There's not shit ambushing you constantly. There's enough to where it doesn't get boring. But like right there, get him. There you go. Take that. Scrib alert. Oh, you're adorable. Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? Isn't he just the cutest thing? I know, buddy. I know. Where is Arvesa? Oh my goodness. Arvesa, get your ass here. You're literally the reason we're on this journey. Just until 1 p.m. Central Time, then got up and got dressed and went to get your flu shot. Yeah, you said you got your flu shot today, so you said it actually ended up not being too bad. I don't like shots, but I mean it beats being sick and having like fucking muscle aches and puking, and so I'm gonna go get it, but it's not something I'm super thrilled to do. You're going fucking crazy, girl.
No time for idle thoughts.
Oh, a fucking cliff racer, that's why. God, they're even starting to hit us here in the aisles. Yeah, fucking die. Pieces of shit are usually in the Ashlands only, Mobster, but they're starting to hit us here, too. Guess I'm finally high enough level to make that actually count. What?
No time for idle
Oh, rat. Guess we better just have our fucking weapon out, huh? This has suddenly become a pretty hostile road. I was just here to do my Fields of Kumu pilgrimage. Ah, speaking of which. Very cool. Here in the Fields of Kumu, Vivek acted as a beast of burden for a poor farmer who could not harvest muck sponge after his guar died. Such is the selflessness and humility of our Lord Vivek. Oh boy, we got Kaguti.
Hello? Please, might you be of some assistance? My friend is lost, and I'm very worried about him.
Hello, Thorinor, I will be happy to help you.
Yes! My friend Edris Oral and I were traveling to Vivek, and he heard a strange animal sound nearby.
Okay.
He's sort of an amateur naturalist, and he felt compelled to seek out what was making the noises. That was hours ago, and I'm afraid something terrible has happened to him. If you could find him and bring him back safely, I'd really appreciate it. I'd go myself, but I'm really more of a scholar, as is he. That's why we were traveling together. A little safety in numbers, you know. Can you help?
I will try to find your friend.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Truly, I fear for his life.
We'll get him.
This better be him.
So what is your goal for this team session? I know you're, I'm sorry, you know I'm a Morrowind noob. So we're pretty deep into the main quest at this point, the early part of it. And so our goal is we're heading to Saren, to the buoyant Armigers, in order to give them a report from my partner Arvesa here. Is going to give them a report. Now, the buoyant Armigers are servants of Lord Vivek, which are one of the 3 living gods of Morrowind, okay? So basically what she's going to be doing is giving that report to them and letting them know, hey, here's what I found out. So to keep it a buck, basically we're heading there to let them know what we found out as far as the main story goes. And we're on the road to go do that. Kaguti. Got him. We're not out of the woods yet. There's another one. Get him. Get his ass. You are nowhere near as bad as your bigger brothers in our moon. But yeah, basically this is the journey to Sarah, is where we're at, Monster. Ah, this must be his friend. Strapping dark elf gentleman. Hello, sir.
Oh, thank heavens you found me. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't shown up. I've been trapped here by some Kaguti since my friend and I were separated.
I see.
Ah, you've met Thorinor.
I have.
Yes, he and I became separated when I went off to investigate some sounds I heard. Of course, it turned out to be a pack of Kaguti that trapped me here. But I see you've taken care of them. Did you notice any distinctive sounds they may have made when you were battling them? They have the most fascinating vocalizations. But enough of that for now. Shall we go back and meet Thorinor?
Yeah, let's go. Hopefully you're not one of those slow NPCs. Let's find out. No, you're keeping up pretty well. Again, either I have a mod that makes them much faster than they are, or we are just running into the most athletic of escort missions, because usually there's a lot of NPCs that are fucking asshole slow. Like, they fucking literally run like fucking owl shit running down a tin cup, man. They're just fucking slower than shit. But not these guys we've run into so far, so we're gonna get him back to his friend.
Hurry this up, will you? Ah, you found my friend Adris. Wonderful.
Yep, I did. Mandark.
Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me. I'm afraid I don't have much to give you as a reward, but this amulet may help you in your travels. It's helped the two of us out on a number of occasions. Take care.
My boy sounds like Mandark from Dexter's Laboratory. I expect him to be like, ha 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 ha! Like, literally sounds like Mandark.
It's good to be away from those Kaguti, though they're really marvelous beasts. Did you notice the coloration? And the larger one was a real ripper.
Got a strange obsession with these creatures that would, like, rip you to shreds if they could.
Magnificent beasts, aren't they? Truly gorgeous creatures.
I guess. I'm gonna leave you to it, guys. But glad I could be of help. And yeah, this is awesome. Got an amulet of slow fall. So we will never die from a fall again, is what that means. That's an amazing reward, by the way. Absolutely incredible reward. You can pair that with levitation, never have to worry about anything again as far as big falls. Between that and the levitation, we'll always have a net underneath our feet, so to speak. Fantastic early game reward. Onward we go. Nick sound.
Surrender or fall at my mercy.
Got it. Take your shit. Take a look where we are at on the map. Okay. Oh, jeez. I'm not fucking with you.
Another hopeless fool.
Down he goes. Silly son of a bitch. Oh shit! Wow, what the fuck? No blinding speed? Nope, not yet, Tim No Step. I do have the boots. I just need to work a spell, and my lazy ass still hasn't managed to do that yet. Need to get a spell worked that mitigates the what they do. Oh my gosh, a medium armor that's better than my bone mold cuirass, and it constant effect resists paralysis. 100%. Oh my goodness, we are absolutely taking that. What a boon that is. Whoa. That is some genuine good old-fashioned Argonian armor. Oh, that's neat. That makes me very happy. Certain light curates. Oh, there is. Is that Heartwall? Is that the one you use? That's a good idea. Fuck out of here. There you go. Take that. Now we're going to switch over to our Cloud Cleaver. We'll just cycle weapons like they're going out of style. That little bit of fog setting in. We may be spending the night in Saran, because we are not going to get caught with our pants down at night in the fucking Malaga Mur region. It's not going to happen. So we may find some things to do in Saran overnight. We'll see. Yeah, that's smart. But yeah, just need to find a way to negate him, and then we're going to be in business. Watching you play this game, well, yeah, we know you're definitely watching it. You meant love watching me play this game. Yeah, it's just such a comfy game, man. It's so comfy. There's just something about it that just, it's the game I always come back to. I'm just shocked so many people are coming in to watch lately. It's like, man, making my fucking day, I'll tell you. The more love we can spread about this game, the better. There it is. So we're going to go over the Surin lore now that we're here. We'll walk around a little bit. We'll do a little shopping, as if we can fucking afford anything here. There's some really, really good loot here. Nick sound. Now we'll do sword and board. Yeah, Saran is one of the most interesting towns to me. I love it. But we'll get into the lore when we get there. Some really, really good lore. Also, I fucking adore what Beautiful Cities of Morrowind has done to this place. Absolutely love it. All right, so Saran. We'll come down here and we'll talk a little bit. All right, so the port city of Saran. Okay, let's talk some more. Saran is situated strategically between a couple of major temple points in terms of pilgrimages go. So there's the pilgrimage of Baller that's over here. Then you've got Malaga Mur down here. Molag Mar down here. That is also a fortress that pilgrims visit in between pilgrimage to Mount Asarnabibi and Mount Cand. So huge stop for pilgrims. There's a temple here as well. The other important thing to note is you would think a town like Balmora, being on the River Odai, would be expertly situated to be a commerce town in terms of a port to ship goods out of. It's not. And the reason is the river is a little too shallow. So in terms of being House Halalu's port on the sea, this is their big port right here. It's right here in this inlet, and then they can ship out this way. So this actually takes the place of Balmora, which, believe it or not, even though it's on the River Odai, or as I like to call it, the Stream Odai, it's actually quite landlocked, whereas this particular port is not. Because of this being a nexus of trade and a port town and a pilgrimage stop for a lot of people, there's a lot of businesses here. There's a lot of commerce that comes in here. And so Saran is expertly situated. It's just a nice little Ascadian Isles town that has a lot to offer as far as shopping. And it also attracts a lot of wealthy adventurers, I can only guess, because look at some of the equipment that they're going to have on display here.
Wealth beyond measure.
We've got ebony darts. We've got glass daggers. We've got, which by the way, a glass dagger that's only 2%, so that's a $4,000 glass dagger. Pro tip for everybody here. you can grab this glass dagger and fix it up yourself, and you'll have one of the best short blades in the game, bar none, for a little while. The only problem is it's got very low condition of 300, so it wears out quick. But if you're a short blade user, this is absolutely like a one-stop shop. He's got a fucking ebony bracer if you've got the 5,000 gold for it. So, a lot of really, really good shops here.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
We are definitely going to partake. Sell off the bullshit first and foremost. Now we can take a look.
Is there something I can do for you?
And he actually doesn't have anything that I'm going to be using. But it's kind of cool to look at. He does have a scroll of Summon Frost Astronaut, which would probably come in real handy. How much he want though? 235. Yeah, I'm not part with half my gold for it. But I'll remember that coming in here because Frost Astronauts are very OP as far as a summon. Arvesa, what do you have to say here? Not much here worth buying. I bet they'll never take anything. I bet they'll take everything off our hands though. So okay, yeah. Now Brooks says, I'm so excited for Halloween this Thursday. What are we doing for Halloween? So Halloween, I do have some plans. Unfortunately, I've got the nephew. So I'm dressing up for them, and I'm going to go out there and take them some candy. I'm going to dress as a werewolf. Because the nephew, my nephew is really into werewolf stuff right now. Like, it's kind of something he's, so I'm going to dress up as I got a really, really vivid, realistic werewolf mask. I'll post it in the Discord when we're done here. But it's going to be really cool. So I'll be doing that on Halloween. If I get back late enough, and I don't have any plans with the missus, what we'll do is we'll stream a late night Silent Hill 2 stream. I think that's what we'll do. So visiting the Smith. Any comments here? An Orcish Smith should be reliable given their penchant for violence. Oh my God, Arvesa. Do you have to do the racism like constantly?
Speak quickly.
I know you've never left Morrowind. I know you're a boy in Armigers.
Pleased to meet you.
Man.
I'm Garoth Mukgromazgub. New here? I'm sure you have some questions for me.
Especially because this is like the Smith, by the way.
What business can we do today?
So just so everybody is aware, yeah, this guy here is one of the most knowledgeable Smiths in Morrowind.
What are you looking for?
He's very good. But alas, it has nothing we need right now. But if you have any questions about smithing, this is your guy. Almost there, everybody's okay. We got a pawnbroker. Maybe we find some amulets or so. Oh, we've already been here. We'll go to the trader then, across the way. There he is. Again, fairly nice assortment of equipment.
Outlander. Pleased to meet you. I'm Renosa Gilvain. New here? I'm sure you have some questions for me. Greetings, Outlander. Do you seek my services?
I do not, actually. So that's the trade, but a lot of good equipment here. Then we go to the House of Earthly Delights, which is literally like a hoochie club. All right, you can come in, but if you cause trouble for me, then I'll cause trouble for you. And you won't like me when I cause trouble. Got it? Oh, she's just letting all those things hang out. Good God, lady. Wow. But yeah, this is basically a gentleman's bar, right? I hope you're not partaking, Teldrin and Darius. These girls don't care about you. They just want your trigs. Probably where we'll end up staying the night, though.
Just between you and me, I always rest here between pilgrimages.
See? There is a big, big pilgrims trail, which is very interesting that pilgrims stay in a place like this. That's pretty funny. I should tell you a lot about the pilgrims here. Very human, though. Now for the negative. This town is also one of Morrowind's slave markets, and the only slave market actually in the Ascadian Isles. Now, this is likely the slave market that serves all the plantations we have here. So this is probably the place where the Halalu buy their slaves more than any other. Yeah, they do never learn because they're dumb, stupid pterodactyls. That's why they never learn. And they're pieces of fucking crap is what they are. And he fell through the fucking floor and I can't even get his shit now. So here we are with the slave market, which we're going to try to free these guys at some point. A den of criminals and sellswords, among other things. I'd keep your drakes close. I don't believe I've seen a Dunmer with such grand outfit in some time. Yeah, I guess not. You also have a nice outfit. Too bad it was purchased with blood money. Slaver asshole. So we're not going to shop in there. We're going to head up here. And continue our tour of the city before we take it. Again, one of my favorite cities. Got a clothier. Maybe she has a hood that halfway looks like not shit. Does this make me... Why are you staring off like that?
I don't believe I've seen an Outlander with such a grand outfit in some time. Can I help you? My prices are the best.
Got hoods? She does not have hoods. Okay. That was a quick trip.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Heading a little bit further in. Yeah, we got another trader here. So again, a lot of good traders with a lot of good equipment.
Welcome to Suran, gem of the Ascadian Isles. I'm Rald's Oril. What brings you to our fair village? Are you looking for someone in particular?
Let's let a native tell us about Suran.
Suran is a busy trading village on Lake Masobi, gateway to the lakes, farms, and plantations of the Ascadian Isles region. Pilgrims visiting the temple pilgrimage sites at Fields of Kumu and the shrine of Molag Bal seek lodgings in Suran. Suran also provides food and services for the farmers and plantation owners of the Ascadian Isles, the rich agricultural lands south and west of Suran. In this country of lakes and islands, travelers need water walk or levitate magic or strong swimming skills.
There you have it. Straight from a native's mouth.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, so we got a sword, got a couple of swords. And we've got glass throwing knives, very nice. So again, we got some pretty top tier equipment in these places. If you know where to look.
Business, shall we?
Can't say we need much from here, but worth a look. And let's get our Vasa's opinion on the town in general. Yeah, den of criminals and sellswords, among other things. I'd keep your trakes closed. She's not super happy about this place. All right, well, night has fallen, so we're going to wake up bright and early and continue our journey. So let's find some lodging, shall we? Oh God, another one of these. I am a sleeper, one among thousands. I bring you a message. Dagoth calls you, Teldrin and Darius, and you cannot deny your lord. The sixth house is risen, and Dagoth is in its glory. The sixth house, the sleeping house, House Dagoth, the house of Lord Dagoth, the true house, the one house to welcome all true Dunmer, and drive the Inwa from Morrowind. Rejoice and join us. Come to Red Mountain and prepare the way for his coming. He is the Lord, the Father of the mountain. He sleeps, but when he wakes, we shall rise from our dreams. We shall sweep our land clean of the Inwa. Why have you denied him? As Lord Dagoth has said, all shall greet him as flesh or as dust. Yeah, okay, crazy guy. See ya.
You may speak.
You need a temple healer. And then last but not least, we've got a trade house, which may or may not offer a room that's not at the booby bar.
Welcome to Suran, gem of the Ascadian Isles.
They do not.
I'm Ashumanu Eraisha. What brings you to our fair village? Are you looking for someone in particular?
Nope, sure am not, so I guess we're going to the booby bar to lay our heads down. Lots of variety here, and I'm not just talking about the services. What can't you get in Suran? That's true. Very true. Very big commerce town, as I said. As both I and the natives have explained to everybody.
Matsera.
Alright, let's go get some lodging. When we wake up bright, fresh-faced, bright-eyed, and bushy-tailed, then we will continue our journey to Saren.
Matsera.
From Suran to Saren. Be a fun title name.
Welcome to my house, Outlander. Make yourself at home.
She doesn't offer beds either. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. We might have to do what's called a sneak sleep. Now, for everybody who's not aware, a sneak sleep is basically where you secretly try to use a bed. And the reason you would have to do such nonsense is because it is actually a crime to sleep in someone else's bed. Very, very, very silly ass thing. But we're going to have to do it. So we're going to come up here, since he was nice enough to leave his door unlocked. And we're going to sleep here for the night. 8 hours. I'm not kidding. You will literally get fined. You will literally break the law if you get caught doing that. Load of nonsense. Where it gets really silly is if you're in like a faction that you're a member of, and you sleep in the wrong bed in the actual faction that's not designated for you. You'll get expelled from your faction, and you'll get a crime. It is wild. All right, out we go.
What is it, Sarah?
I don't need you for anything. We're good. We're out of here. We're heading up the coast. Now those strange looking ruins over there, those funny looking ruins, those are Daedric ruins, guys. Those are bad trouble. You don't want any part of that at the level we're at. Oh shit, what'd I do? No, don't want the console. I said I don't want the console. We have no stamina. There we go. Now we're hitting. Drop down. Break yourself. Here we are in Malagamur. One of the most desolate regions in the entire area. Oh, we actually got two of them this time. Racy, you take one, I'll take the other. We're not doing too well. Oh, shit. Okay.
Surrender or forfeit my mercy.
One down. And you're paralyzed, bitch. You're paralyzed. You lose. Good one, Arvesa. Stupid looking assholes. Oh boy. Really cool region, but fairly combat intensive as well. Now, Mologamer features sulfur ponds everywhere and geysers. Very cool. Keeping in mind that Vardenfell itself is a volcanic island. There it goes. Definitely needs some stamina. Uh-oh, we got skeletons. Get the skeletons. Oh, he hits hard. Oh, he hits real hard. The fuck did you have, homie? Claymore, that's why. Okay. Jesus. There we go. Are you okay? Yeah, you got beat up a little bit too. They were outside the tomb. Okay. Yikes. Oh, that's a pretty sunbeam there. Continue down the coast toward Mologamer. Bro hit like a truck, guys. Not gonna lie. These bug crabs ain't shit though. One shot. There's like no sign. Oh, forgot about that.
Need something?
Nope, just checking on you. Said you're still okay. Slaughtering the mud crabs. No, gosh dang it, any stamina. Why do you keep reciting that bullshit spell? I can't cast it. Oh, look, finally a sign. Finally. Shh. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting Nyx hounds. Oh, spotted already. Face is kicking ass. My shooting is not that great, actually. Mount Asar Nabibi, Molag Mar, Mount Can. That's where we're heading. Yep. More skeletons. See him, you can see him in the distance. That's a Bony Moroni, Bony Moroni. And he's dead.
They never learn. Another hopeless fool.
Well, I'm gonna say watch out, he's got a hammer, Armigers. That's when you know you're getting into some dark-ass territories. When you start running into fucking skeletons in the overworld, you know you're in a region that's fucked, right, guys? There should not be skeletons in the overworld. That should not be a thing. That's an underground, that's a dungeon enemy. When you're running into skeletons up here, you know you're in an area that's... Not that skeletons are necessarily dangerous, it's just not an enemy you expect to regularly see in the overworld. Here we are at Molag Mar. We're almost home, girlie. More of a pilgrim way station than a stronghold nowadays, but there is a certain charm to Molag Mar. Anything to say, Surin? I only ever passed through Surin. Too many drunken pilgrims. One had the gall to request I escort him, and he wouldn't specify where. Oh, you know where he wanted you to escort. He wanted you to escort him. Like, come on, let's not be coy. We know what he wanted. Hopefully you didn't give it to him. So this is Molag Mar. This is a pilgrim way station. But we are not going to be going there today.
They never learn. Onwards.
We've got to get better at bow shooting, man. Can't let Arvesa do all the work. Gotta get at least one hit in. Ah! Alright, Arvesa showing us up again, guys. She's the MVP of this journey. So we're not going to be going to Molag Mar today, but I did want to show you that that is an eventual place we will head to, for questing opportunities. There is a buoyant Armiger base and presence there, but that's not the main place we're going to be heading. That is going to be talking to this guy, Author Monolur, and he says, "In faith, I have already told the others I do not make trips to pilgrimage sites. If you're fortunate, the buoyant Armigers may be leading another foray up Mount Cand. Do not make trips. You are not a pilgrim. Many outlanders come to Molag Mar, seeking the holy places. Then they encounter the difficulties of the Molag Mar and scurry off to Surin. I only make trips to Saren, not that outlanders know of it. I know about Saren. It is of little interest to outlanders, a temple holding, so unless you have business there, there is little to discuss." That's exactly where
How
we're
can
going,
I be
buddy.
of service to you, Outlander?
And of course, it is always strange returning here. I used to dream of getting away from it, but now I find myself almost sad to go. So we're here. We're at Saren. Any advice? There is a guest room in the barracks for you to sleep in if you need it. We prefer to keep the dorm rooms to just buoyant Armigers. We're devoted to Lord Vivek, but you'll see soon enough how we operate. All you need to know is we're much wittier than those Wormmakers. Alrighty, in we go.
What do you want?
By all Sivi. Welcome back, Vess. The Grand Marshal will be eager to see you. Huh. You have an Outlander with you. I suppose there's no harm in allowing them entry if you'll vouch for them. I can. I'll sort it out with the Grand Marshal. 3 blessings, Erisril. Tell me about yourself, Erisril. I haven't been on many assignments yet. The commander has me here most days. I'm good with faces, you see. Always have been. I have a feeling I won't be forgetting yours. And your trade? What's to tell? I usually deal with caravans and the occasional blighted creature straying too close. Sometimes the traders tell me all sorts of strange gossip from the rest of Vardenfell. I reckon only half of it is true. Time to enter the fortress city of Saren. Welcome to Saren, everybody. Base of operations for the buoyant Armigers. We usually keep guests here away from where they can cause trouble. Anywhere else is off limits except for us. You can explore most of the fortress freely now. Try not to get into trouble. Everyone will be watching your actions carefully. I'm sure. Alrighty.
My time is precious, so make it quick. What do you want?
Well, nothing, since you don't have anything to say. Suppose we'll just go straight to it, but...
May I help you?
Oh, an Outlander. I haven't seen one of you in ages. If the buoyant Armigers are fine with it, then feel free to browse. Rithrath Nolu, at your service. I keep a variety of wares that should suit any adventurer. Oh, I rarely see the normal patron these days. Mostly just these buoyant Armigers. I try to provide them with whatever I can to get my hands on. As you could guess, it takes a few incentives to convince caravans to make the trip. And about yourself? I used to travel with caravans across Vardenfell, but the trouble isn't worth the drakes these days. Now these old connections serve the buoyant Armigers. That is until the blight scares them off for good. You don't see Outlanders often? Actually, no Outlander has ever stepped foot in here since I arrived. That makes you quite unique. If I may be so bold, you would be the perfect man for the trade deal I'm having trouble with. Well, maybe later. What do you got,
How
though?
can I be of service to you, Outlander?
Oh, they've got glass boots. They've got Drew pauldrons. Ooh. Drew Greaves. Oh, we coming back here, fam. They have a Drew shortbow. A glass Tonto. Got a huntsman long. Man, they got some silver katana, which I actually think beats the sword we have it by a long shot. We've only got 132 gold, so we can't afford anything here. But this is good to know, guys. All right. Pop our head in here real quick. Hey, anybody here? No? Ancient cavern locked.
Go ahead.
I love your spear, dude.
What do you want?
Nothing. I don't need any. I'm just admiring that armor and that spear, homie. Man, we got some elite warriors in here.
Mathera.
Are you lost? Outlanders have no reason to linger here. Tell me about
I am
yourself.
Tidros Indarum, buoyant Armiger.
Okay.
Probably nothing.
Ah, the Outlander I keep hearing about. All roads lead to the 3 houses, especially in Saren. Not counting Ritha's shop, you won't find much food to offer here, other than what old Aetha seems worthy of offering us. Plenty else, of course. Who's old Aetha? That woman is tougher than a Kagudi, I swear. Not the motherly type you may expect to see stooped over a cooking pot. The secret is catching her on her good days. Did you mention the 3 houses? Familiar with the story, the buoyant Armigers were formed when the heads of 3 houses that came to the aid of Lord Vec during the attack on Horde Mountain. More lore coming up, guys. They say Saren was built soon after from the very same remnants. The Armigers felt it a fitting tribute for this place. I try to have it live up to the name. 3 Houses is a cool name, sure. And you said Horde Mountain? I'm afraid I'm not as well versed on the lessons as our faithful Armigers. From what I recall, it wasn't a real mountain, but a collection of warriors that Vivek battled, exactly. Your background?
I'm sorry, but I don't feel comfortable telling you.
Okay, that's fair. I won't push you. All right, well, we'll go ahead and head out then. I appreciate the chin wag, though. Up we go. Guessing we're heading for the... Oh, we got one more to talk to here. You must be Teldrin Andaris. I'm aware of your reputation. It pays well to understand the ebb and flow of outside affairs. I am Varns Telbar, the quartermaster here. I work alongside Fair Ritara on maintaining our supplies. The troubles with the Blight are felt even by us, I'm afraid. In the past, caravans and goods weren't faced with much danger, and we had no imperial taxes to account for. But now, well, there is no shortage of danger on the road or imperial restrictions. Your background. Prior to my posting here, I served under Bolvin Venom. So that Bolvin Venom, for people who don't know, he is the big boss of House Redoran, one of the 3 noble great houses on Vardenfell, one of 5 Dunmer great houses overall. So basically these are the political institutions of Morrowind, the nobility sects. Redoran is one of 5. Bolvin Venom is the Archmaster of House Redoran. Moving House Redoran's council to Vardenfell was a logistical nightmare. Proud to have been a part of it. Now I undertake new challenges. Okay? So he was part of moving the entire council of the Redoran to Vardenfell Island to deal with the Blight. So, cool little bit of lore there. In we go. We are heading to the Grand Marshal's office. I guess that's going to be at the very tippy top. Command, yep. All the high-ranking Armigers gather here. This is the heart of our war against the 6th House. 3 Houses. It's a small corner club inside Saren's main hall, the most exclusive one in Morrowind. Well, if you don't count any of the Kimono Tong halls. Well, we're not going to count that. All right.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick. What do you want?
Apparently nothing. Oh, hello, Sarah. Did they allow you inside? I should be tending to the floors, but I have a moment if you wanted to talk. Sure. What's your background? I come from a modest family. Not many famous ancestors to call my own. I don't mind. Serving the buoyant Armigers has been really exciting. I try to visit the 3 Houses when I can catch the latest news or just gossip. 3 Houses? That's the corner club in the main hall. You can't miss it. It's very odd, but the buoyant Armigers always do things differently. And is that where old Athesa serves food? You spoke to Bravlin, I see. He's been trying for a while now to coax Athesa into supplying him food for the 3 Houses. I just try to stay out of it. And your trade? Athesa and I share the stronghold, ensure the stronghold is presentable and organized. She mostly tends to the kitchen and larder, which gives me some breathing room. And you said you wanted to talk? Yeah, hello, Arvesa. I miss our talks, but now it seems you're always on important duties. Will you introduce me to your new friend? Sure, this is, that's Mathan. And this is Teldrin Andaris. You've probably seen him a lot. You'll probably be seeing him a lot here. Yeah, pleasure to meet you. I look forward to hearing of your exploits whenever you return. I hear all sorts of rumors coming from outside Saren, but I don't know if half of them are true. Okay. We'll talk when we come back.
Outlander?
Go ahead.
3 blessings, Teldrin and Darius. I am Theraim Redethrianix. Respect our way of life in Saren, and we will get along just fine. I'm willing to answer any questions you may have. Clear understanding benefits us both. Well, tell me about Arvesa. I knew her father before his martyr. I can already imagine his furrowed expression seeing his daughter as a boy in Armiger. But I say Lord Vec knew best in the end. And your background? As commander, I am responsible for the well-being of all within Saren. That includes you. Our hospitality may not be extended often, yet you can have faith it will be honored when given. And your trade? Much of Saren's responsibilities fall on me to maintain. It is an honor to steward the birthplace of our order. So tell me about that. Our little home? Sorella could tell you far more than I can about its history. Humor him, he seldom sees many visitors as of late. What do you think of the Nerevarine?
The Ashlanders have a prophecy that one day a reincarnation of the legendary hero Nerevar will unite the Dunmer against the invaders and restore the ancient Dark Elven nation. But the Tribunal Temple says this is a false and profane superstition, and the Ordinators deal mercilessly with those who profess such beliefs.
Alright, well, I think we're done with you then. Looking for the Grand Marshal. Oh, that's a cool little fresco. Oh, we gotta take a look at that.
May I help you?
Oh, that's fucking cool. Oh my gosh, I love it. I think that's Vivek battling Horde Mountain, if I'm not certain. Well, you are a formidable looking gentleman. I love the axe. It's enchanted too. Careful, Outlander. You may be permitted to walk these halls, but I will not have you sniffing about. Tell me about Arvesa. It is permitted for her to pair with you, but ensure it does not interfere with temple matters. Sure. Don't care for him much, but I love his axe. His axe is like one-of-a-kind badass, like stone cold tough. Oh, there's another one of those frescoes. Oh, it's so cool. You got a glass scepter. Man, decorative teapot. Redoran teapot. Okay. These are so fucking cool. I want some of these to hang on my wall, to be honest. How cool is that? Oh my god, she's got a Daedric helmet. That's Daedric. Fuck, what a badass. This must be the Grand Marshal. I was hoping you would return, Arvesa. It is, yeah, Helmain, yep. Little news has reached Saren of late, and I feared you had taken more than you could handle alone. I see I was wrong. And you brought a friend. Now that's a surprise. Did you come to deliver your report? 3 blessings, Sergio. I have, yes. Arvesa says. Tell me about yourself before we get into that. I am Guldul Omain, Grand Marshal of the Buoyant Armigers on Vardenfell. So this is the top dog here. Tell me about Saren. This is the heart of the Buoyant Armigers and our humble origins. It is said that the foundations were gathered from the remnants of Horde Mountain. The rest becoming Vivek. You can speak with Sorella if you want to indulge in more history. Well, let's deliver the report. I assume your companion is informed. Good. Just what you found on the ash statues and anything else related to them for now. The rest you can chronicle from memory. And Vess says, I can't take all the credit for my findings, Grand Marshal. Teldrin and Darius? Yeah, so the Kimono Tong are trafficking in these things. It's your task, Vess. You should at least be the one to tell it. A small courtesy, but I would prefer someone did. Oh, We found the Kimono Tong right in the act, but too late to have stopped the shipments. Luckily, we did prevent them from destroying their letters. We're going to listen as she explains the findings. Yoldo says, I'm impressed, Arvesa, and you, Teldrin and Darius, have my personal thanks for providing aid to her in the temple. Some of what you say is familiar to me, but the Kimono Tong, it could be a stray cell, or worse, the entire Tong is working towards this goal. Sadly, this note only explains clearly that they are succeeding. Yeah, but we're on the run, we should finish what we started. You would wage war on the Kimono Tong? Without further proof, we cannot in faith persecute them. The temple will want an investigation into the Kimono Tong, and the matter will be handed over to the Ordinators. I pray only they can be swift in their justice. So Vest says, I don't understand. Are you saying you're relieving her of the task? There's nothing more the Armigers can do, not without approval from the temple. They will commune with Lord Vec and from his wisdom determine our next course of action. I am humbled by our report will be considered so highly. Thank you, Grand Marshal. Do not look so defeated, dear. It is an honor well deserved. Take some time to rest before you depart. You also have an old friend who arrived a few days ago. Did he say who he was? Breville Virith. He is an old retainer of the Nedros. Even served in Molag Mar in his youth. His visit has been quite the event among the garrison, so it seems. Yes, that sounds like Breville. We should go see him. Yeah, I'm curious what he wants. Despite my inquiry, he insisted it was a family matter. I heard he spends much of his time in the training halls. Best look there. The three guide your pass. But we'll talk to Breville when we reach the Hall of Servants. Let's do that.
Please, ask anything of me.
I don't think she has anything else to add for now, so we'll head out. All the high-ranking Armigers gather here. It's the heart of our war against the Sixth House. We got to talk real quick, because you got about, no, not about Saren. I want to know about this guest you're seeing. All right, we'll continue on.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
What a cool fucking area. The training hall next.
There's something you need to know before we meet Breville. He was my mentor growing up, the one who taught me how to fight, what it meant to be a Redoran, and all the rest. He also reports to my mother, who may cause waves in the family if she knew everything we were up to.
Okay. You mentioned reports to your mother. What do you mean by that? I realize it sounds strange, but nothing about Redoran families is simple. I imagine not, being one of the great houses. Mother lost a piece of herself when father died, and soon after Breville appeared as my guardian. Doesn't take a Telvanni wizard to piece together the reason why. I need you to support me on what I tell him to avoid worrying her. Doesn't this go against Redoran values? Usually it might, but I'm not just a Redoran girl anymore. The things we see are how we would distress others, including my mother. I prefer seeing her happy. Alright, that's fair. We'll do it your way, as always. I'm just here to help. what's his name? Breville's his name. Okay. I don't think he's going to be in the training area. It's like a school there. Ah, here we are. All of our training happens here. I have such fond memories of attending Sorella's lectures. Ah, here's
What
Breville.
Outlander? Why do you disturb me?
We found him.
Do you want something?
Oh my god, I love the hammer. So cool. Ah, dear girl, I had wondered when you would come visit. None of your fellows here knew what corner of Vardenfell you had ran off to, but it seems you found a strange outlander along the way. Strange outlander? Let me get a good look at you. You seem to be of good stock, capable looking, something in your eyes. What brought you into this affair? Got tired of being alone, so I tagged along with her. We both saw the benefit of traveling together, which is true. Got her to cooperate, did you? Not many have succeeded there. Teltrid and Darius, my respects to your effort. Well, are you going to tell me about your mission, or do I need to pry it from your friend here? It's good to see you too, Breville. I was on a mission from the Grand Marshal. She wanted a report on the ash statues, and it took a lot of running around the island to get her answer. Yep, we learned quite a bit, but luckily avoided any real danger. That's so. It would be a shame to have imparted a good deal of my wisdom on such a reckless pupil, but perhaps some of it got stuck inside that head of yours after all. Well, it's a start. No need to fret, girl. I am glad you're here. Now, can you put those accursed things behind you? Of course. I'm on leave until the Grand Marshal is finished with my report. Will you be staying in Saren long? I haven't been to Vardenfell for what? Years. It seems many old friends followed Bolven Venom here. May take me some time to hunt them all down and share a glass or more and reminisce about the old days. Besides, it seems you Armigers need all the help you can get. Vess says you're always welcome here, you know, but we'll talk later. I have my own catching ups to do. 3 blessings. I would love to hear some stories as well, by the way, Breville. Prove yourself with my ward, and I may recount a tale or two for you. We Redoran keep them close to our hearts and kin, but you could become an exception. Tell me about Arvesa. What do you know about her? I've served as her guardian and mentor for many years. Not an easy task, as you know. Ah, well. Suppose she turned out well enough, eh? And what's your background? I've served the Nadrums for nearly 2 decades now. It was a sudden but welcome change of pace. Daedra never age, but my old bones certainly do. And what do you think of the Kimono Tong? Most associate the Kimono Tong with smuggling, but they have their hands in many pots. We raided a number of their hideouts along the coast, gave them a good thrashing. Good to hear. All right, Arvesa, let's go over here to the corner and talk. Did that go well enough for you? That was strange. Breville doesn't usually back down so easily, especially when I introduce someone new to him. I'll have to find out why some other time. Want to see my room? It's in the barracks. Sure. Yeah, we can go see that. Yeah, let's do it. A lot of interesting lore here as far as Horde Mountain mentioned. This being a piece of Bavag way far away. Very, very cool lore going on here and implications. Cool frescoes, cool scroll paintings. I'm really digging this place. Another beautiful fresco of Lord Bavag. But right now, Vess wants to show me her room. That's cool. I love that. Is that like separating like a downstairs layer? I think it is. Nope, that's not it. That's the guest quarters. That's where we'll be staying, I suppose. Yeah, we're gonna be heading downstairs. I can already tell.
I don't believe I've seen an Outlander with such a grand outfit in some time. Can I help you?
These are some badass motherfuckers with some, like, in-game tier equipment, I'll tell you.
Yes,
Hope we look
Outlander.
this fucking
What's going
badass
on?
one day.
Macera.
No, it's not she. This room must be here. Dorms are separated by sex and don't leave much room for privacy. Well, she's definitely a reader, you can tell. Oh, she's got like a carved guar toy in here. That is really impolite what I'm doing here. Steam Centurion head, our face's chest. She's got a comb. Quite a bit of gold. And she likes to read. She likes the Dwemer. Alright, well, we learned a little bit about you.
Sorry for the mess. I'm studying the Dwemer's history since the 6th house enjoys infesting their ruins. Make yourself comfortable. I know it's rather small, but I tried to make it feel like home.
No, you did fine. Does it feel like home? My room back home was spacious and lavish, so it took me a while. So she's like a Red-Around princess, basically. So it took a while not to feel suffocated in here. You can use the bed, too, if you wish. I would love to catch up with a few of my friends since we're here. Show off my Outlander. Did you forget our deal? I'm not your trophy. Sounds interesting. Let's go. What's the show? I'm not very special. Sounds interesting. Let's go. Great. You'll need that eagerness to try to get on their good sides. You're the first Outlander to step foot in here in a long time, but I'm confident that they'll see you different. Let's go find Arvesa. She will know the local gossips. We got Arvesa and Urvesa. That's really funny. Are you fucking sisters? I hope so, with names that similar. Oh, there she is, right there. Okay. Sweet. It's good to see you again, Vess. We feared the worst, but I see you have company with the Grand Marshal's permission. Welcome then to Saren. It's no Vivek, but we have plenty to do here. Vess says you wouldn't believe the trouble we got into, but Galdal relieved me for the moment. I was hoping you still kept up with everything here. So tell me about Arvesa. What can you tell me about her? We met during our induction ceremony into the boy in Armigers. She has been a dear friend since. Watch out for her. She barely looks after herself. And you? I was born in Silgrad Tower among many siblings. It left me a lot of time to pursue my many interests, not having to worry so much about doing my family proud. Now they call me their greatest accomplishment. Strange, really, how life turns out. So there's plenty to do here, huh? You know, I do, but none of it is good. The blight is spreading, even with the ghost fence. Goldo is still waiting for word from the Archcanon. Lord Vec must be planning something to be silent for so long. Byrer is weary and losing more of us and called off any planned attacks. Okay, so you don't want to lose any more Armigers. We should be striking back. Surely he must see that. Sounds dire out there, not gonna lie. When grim tidings near and Armiger's duty begins, there is trouble, yes, but I believe the three will guide us out of it, as they always have. And if you're making the rounds, Vest, the others should all be here. Yes, that was the plan. Thanks, Cerveza. See you around. Train, eat, and sleep here, among other things. So, okay. So now we're going to go find her other, like, friends, basically. Just one of them?
I don't know you. What do you want?
That is not one of them.
You may speak.
Her other buddies and classmates. Oh my god. I am stuck.
You
I'm
may
gonna bring her
speak.
this way a little bit. There we go. Maximum lore dump. Oh, that's definitely the West Gash. That's like the old Villatha area. That's beautiful. This is her room again, so we're not here. Here? Nope. Nope. Nobody in here.
Is there something you need?
I'm guessing anybody in glass armor is going to be a little high
What do you
level
want?
for her.
I'm
Be her
waiting.
like buddy, so we are specifically looking for like non-glass armored peeps. I'm guessing. We met one.
Where were we going again?
How many are there? Okay, with this, they are Odin, Omoran, Lavasa Sindus. Okay, so we have names. So okay, we have names. We're good. That makes us gravy here. We're gonna find them. I really love this design. How you have like the canopy top. That's super fucking cool mod design. Very, very happy with that. What was your name again?
What do you want?
Oh no, you're one of the big Armigers. You got glass on. Glass means pretty high ranking.
What do you want?
Yeah, these are all high ranking Armigers here.
You may speak.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're in glass, you're not. You're like above Armius's class. Alright, that's cool. So we head in the quarters. Let's head this way. See who we've got in the training rooms, right?
May I help you?
Yeah, here's one. Where did that ingredient get off to? Bivec. And I was this close. Ah, hello, I've been busy maintaining our stores of cured disease, blight, and anything else the Deputy Marshal finds wanting. You look better than usual, Vess. Vess says, do I? I feel wretched. Yeah, you do look pretty good. I have a few potions that may help, but I gather your new friend here has kept you out of the worst of it. My name is Drenz Nalis. I practice alchemy as well as a bit of spells, especially ones to keep us all from falling apart. Vess says he's being humble. Drenz is practically a savant. Bet you're busy in a place like this. How did you all meet? I want to know about you guys. Vess hasn't told you. We were all chosen by Lord Vivek within the same year. It was a rare precedent for the Armigers, as if a sign were of things to come. We have all watched out for each other since. Then Vess is like, oh, it must have slipped my mind. Sorry. That's why we have dress. Okay. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell me about Arvesa. Fishing for information. It's not my place to speak for her, but she does get fairly wild after a few bottles. Been a while since any of us have found the time to relax. And what about you? My fellows joke I could have joined House Telvanni with my talents. They're probably right, but only one is born of selfish desire. We have a greater purpose here. It was good meeting you. I don't know where Arvesa is for this meeting. Is she gone? Wow. She must have fucked off again. That's what she does sometimes. Oh, wow, she didn't appear. Arvesa, where are you? I'll be there. Okay, we'll be here then. I don't know where the fuck she is. Let's go out the door. Maybe she'll... I think she got lost. Oh, my girl definitely got lost. Wow. She, like, literally just wandered away. We're going to go outside. We'll step outside briefly. Yeah, it's 12 a.m. We're going to have to rest anyway. Let's take a step outside. Summon her wandering ass. She's like my dad at like the there she is. I would say she's like my dad at the fucking Walmart. Like anytime you go in a Walmart or a department store or something, like we'll all tell him like when we're all shopping, it's like, hey, stay with him, and he just wanders off. He just wanders off. That's our Vesa. Now, what is going on with her? She was just here. What the fuck? We gotta get to the bottom of this. There she is. Okay. Come this way with me. Okay. Inside we go. Okay. All right. There she is. Just a tweak of the AI. So you're really showing your ass today. Come on. All right, here she is. By your kite and armor, I'm guessing you're another one of her buddies. Yep. Finally got tired of your assignment. Good, we need you here. I disagree with bringing an Outlander into our affairs, but I'll trust you on this. Well, fuck you too, man. I couldn't have done it without him. From what I've heard, you need the assistance. Yeah, don't be jelly. Don't be jelly, dude. What do you mean you trust me on this? Fuck do I care if you trust me or not? Shameful to even admit it, but you're right. I tried to rally support for more raids, but Bearer won't back down. I'm itching to show those ash spawn a taste of Almsevi justice. Vess says, give it time. I'm sure he will see reason one way or the other. I'll see what we can do to help. The three guide you. What do you know about our Vesa? Pinned me to the ground in training once. Never let it happen again. And your background. Prove yourself, Outlander, then we can talk about my past. Well, you're needlessly hostile, and have a good day, sir. We're done fucking around with you.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
I do not have time for this. Must commend these buoyant Armigers for braving these endless ash storms. Nothing quite like them on the mainland. Yeah, the mainland's not near as bad as the island. It's right by the fucking volcano, so that makes sense, right? Oh, this is some sacred shit. Look at that.
Could really use a glass of Flynn right about now. Another calm night. Far better than the ash storms we get back in Saren.
It is a rather calm night, isn't it? Tell me about it. I usually reflect on our travels during these moments when we're not knee-deep in something. It sounds silly, but part of me compares our adventures to all those ancestors that came before us, of their great deeds and past conflicts. Do you ever feel that way? Sometimes when we get a quiet break, sure. Strange, isn't it? There's no tale that we fit into, at least not one that I know of. My mother used to tell me of a few stories on nights like this. My favorite was always the one about Halar. Do you know it? I'd like to hear it. I don't know it, but I'd like to hear it. In the Second Era, there was a fair maiden named Halar, whose beauty and grace drew the attention of many warriors. In the end, she spurned them all, for their honor was in doubt, and she would only accept a true Redoran. One day, she made a journey to Blacklight and sought rest at a nearby coastal village. By the early morning, when she was set to depart, a Nordic raiding party waded in from the beach, their ships obscured by a thick fog. Like hungry wolves, they descended onto the village and trapped the survivors within the trade house. To the raiders' own surprise, a band of crusaders were making their own journey north and heard their cries for help. Their leader, Virinar, led the charge and won the battle. When Halar emerged to witness her saviors, her and Virinar's eyes met, and he fell in love with her, and she with him. After escorting her the rest of the way to the city, he departed wearily with his men westward, promising to return after the Nords had paid for their dishonor. Brave Virinar and his men never returned, but the raids had ceased. Halar, distraught and sorrowful, sought to become a renowned warrior herself and serve the people well. Then she too went west, finally reuniting with her true Redoran. That was a beautiful story. I don't know if I did it justice. Mother was far better at embellishing it, but I'm glad you liked it. I used to believe I could follow in the footsteps of Halar and find the love she saw in Virinar. Well, love is always worth striving for, I think. I believe so too. Duty gives us purpose, but love can give it meaning. It's nice to have others share that view. Yeah, finding that balance isn't easy, but yeah, you may not have to wait long. We'll flirt with her a little bit. We'll tease her. You're so sure? That would be a pleasant surprise. Oh, so she's just flirting back. Not just me, Chet. Alright. So, I don't think we're going to find... This looks like some bigwig shit here. Oh, look at that! We got to go down there. Oh, time to lore nerd out. Let's get a look at that. So here we've got pomegranate. By the way, pomegranates are sacred in the temple text. You do see their trees pop up every now and then in the Ashlands. But fucking look at that. That is cool. I am digging that. She had mentioned some other features here, so let's see what Elsa has to say, if anything.
Yes, Outlander, what do you want?
Oh, hello, Arvesa, with an Outlander, no less. Not who I was expecting to walk into my office. I am Elsa Berendis, Temple Healer here in Saren. Is there anything I can help you with? Sure, tell me a little bit about yourself. Oh, well, I'm flattered to be the object of your interest. I feel we are not acquainted enough for that. Apologies. Your trade, then? I specialize in healing, be it the sick or the wounded. The boy and Armigers encounter ailments both natural and unnatural, and I am happy to put them on the mend so they may continue serving the three. I'm also very interested in the soul sickness that is spreading across Vardenfell. Ah, yes. Yes, it is distressingly common affliction now. All such dream sendings foretell the darkness invading the soul. The temple takes this matter seriously, and for good reason. Many speak of soul sickness before committing unspeakable deeds upon their fellows. The Sharmat's influence tempting many to sin. But how is it getting past the ghost fence? No one knows.
Nothing can pass through the ghost fence except at Ghostgate. Ghostgate is guarded by Ordinators and buoyant Armigers at the Tower of Dawn and the Tower of Dusk.
Well, thanks for the lore. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's a little bit private, it looks like.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Nothing in here, just more private quarters. No better place to be when you're injured than in the Ashlands, if you can make it this far.
Is there something
I
you
can
need?
imagine. Okay, well, one last person I want to visit, then we'll try to head and find her last buddy. And then we'll probably wrap up. Streams on the weekdays are going to be a little shorter, guys. Just because I've got a lot of shit going on, and hell, the work day is already draining a lot of my time, so I won't have as much time to devote to this as I would like, right? Oh, here he is. I want to see. That's our old teacher. Welcome to the Hall of Sermons. I am Sorla Verloth. I would ask you to avoid sticking your nose too far into our records here. Much of it is reserved for the higher echelons of the faithful. temple doctrine, I'm afraid. And you? Nothing that fanciful, I assure you. I served the temple since I was a young man, taking any spare moment to sneak into the library of Vivek. After a life spent in the pursuit of knowledge, I was given the opportunity to teach the up-and-coming buoyant Armigers. It was humbling to be found wanting by a god to educate his favored few. Is that your trade? Teaching aspiring buoyant Armigers in the early histories of the Order and, of course, the many mysteries of Lord Vec occupies the majority of my time. To be chosen, but the first step of a long journey, one that begins here. And Horde Mountain is the monster that Vivek defeated to make the City of Swords in Vivek, right? Horde Mountain was one of the rebellious sires of Lord Vec. As the child was defeated and its bones spread far and wide, the buoyant Armigers were ordained. 3 houses married into one. Those bones also became the foundation of Vivek, blessed by his holy wisdom. That's what I've heard. Some crazy-ass lore, I'll tell you. All of our training happens here. I have such fond memories of attending Sothasil's lectures. Yeah, bones spread far and wide is the first thing I hear when I join. Sounds metal as fuck. Yeah, we are in the heart, Lunatic Edit, of the buoyant Armigers headquarters on Vardenfell, the halls of Saren, and getting to hear some of their lore is indeed metal as fuck. It's amazing. And this has basically been like lore dump the episode. But it's been fucking great. And I love this place. I absolutely adore Saren. It's a really, really cool place. Like the frescoes, it's so cool. We've got one more friend to find. Yeah, we have been deep in the night meeting her friends and hearing about the buoyant Armigers and their history and their relationship with Lord Vivek. Perhaps prisoner cells here.
I don't know you. What do you want?
No, not one of her
Speak,
friends.
traveler.
Nope, not here either. Okay. Go up the next floor then. And that's at the command, okay. So maybe one of her buddies made it up here. What's their names again? Let's see. We've talked to Odrone and Neelis. We're looking for Lavina Sindis now, is who we're looking for. Lavinus.
I will listen, Outlander. I'll take it.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
They're not going to be up here. This is the top command. This is the brass up here. Maybe they're outside.
Go ahead.
It's the only place we haven't checked.
I wonder who we will encounter next on the
Mac operating system. So this particular is a PC, but I do have a Mac, so the AI update just dropped. That's pretty neat. Have to check that out. And my laptop is a Mac. So. Let's pop our head outdoors, see what we can find here. I'd have to check, yeah. Nope, it's not Thyllus.
Is there
It's
something?
not Varys Thalis. Certainly not this fucking guy. Nolus. Drolus. Where the fuck is this dude? What are their names? When Vess's gossip out of the way, I'm free to meet the other 3 Armigers with Vess's group. They are Odin Omeron, which we met, Lavena Sendis, and Dreas Nalis. A little dark, we'll do this. We'll use Quama Miner's Flame. That'll brighten it up. Ha 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 ha. Having a hard time finding your last friend, Arvesa. It's the main hall. There was like fucking nobody in here. I know you want to meet all your friends, but... Oh! There we go.
You may speak. I'm fine, thank you.
It's Enderam. So that's not him. Nobody in here but us chickens. Wonder if she's in the dining hall upstairs. We can check the dining hall. It's the one fucking place I haven't checked.
May I help you?
Oh, I've heard a lot about you. You're the cook. The home of Athesa. In case you're curious, no, she isn't much kinder to the rest of us. Who are you? Never mind. Mind what you touch. It's no easy task feeding these buoyant Armigers. Is that what you do? Curious one, aren't you? I'm sure you can guess. If you want to chit-chat, go find Mathelin. I'll whip these servants into proper shape. For what good it does them. You aren't looking for handouts, are you? I am looking to leave. You or me. Fucking there she is. Okay.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Welcome back. The best part of returning to Saren is the food, especially after assignment in the Ashlands. The Ashlanders offer what they can, but the recent troubles have hit them hard. They are weary of straying far from home. Strange times. Vess chimes in to say, not weary enough to stop ambushing caravans, it seems. Glad you're here. What do you mean, strange times? Your travels didn't take you near any Ashlander camps, I see. Still the same old Vess. Are you here long? I come and go now. Not many others are eager to run messages around Red Mountain. Can't afford much rest these days. Must be difficult traveling these parts. I have learned a thing or two from the local Ashlanders. Besides, if you can spot the early signs of an ash storm, you'll never be caught off guard, so it's not too terrible. Vess says, you are the craziest among us, Lavana. I'll give you that. Tell me a story about Arvesa. I want to hear about her. We clash sometimes, mostly about the Ashlanders, but I enjoy her musings. If you wish for an honest conversation, there is no one better. Well, besides Oldrin. He is very forthcoming about his thoughts. Well, he wouldn't talk to me at all. He says, he don't trust me for shit, so I'll have to earn his trust, I guess, to get that level with him. And tell me about yourself. I grew up near the glaciers and woods and loom across from Blacklight. I always loved the wild. Saren can sometimes feel very crowded and overwhelming. Out there, I can breathe. Okay, so that's all your buddies, so are we ready to head out?
Well, I think they like you. I'm positive they will come to see you as part of the group in time, if that's what you want. It would mean a great deal to me. Enough standing around. We have any trouble in mind?
Depends on what you want to do. I suppose we can go turn into Caius now. Let's go turn in the report to Caius and we'll be on our way. So we might as well just do a recall. But we're going to recall into a fucking tomb, so we can't. So let's do a... Do we have CV intervention? I don't think we do. We got divine intervention. Let's do it. Let's find out where we end up. Hopefully not on the mainland. Moonmoth. Okay, we went. Okay, so we're close. Wow, that was fucking perfect, guys. What's this now? What sorcery is this? Have at you. You didn't see that yet. Right outside Fort Moonmoth. Need to make note of that to clean that up next time. Anything for you to say? No? Okay. Yep, we're just going back to Caius. We're going to turn in the report, and we're going to break the main quest wide the fuck open. I love this cuirass, too. We found an Argonian cuirass that is 100% immune to paralysis. It's going to be fucking huge throughout our adventure. It's very useful. There's certain enemies that are just a pain in the ass to fight with that. Yes! So we found a Hist cuirass of freedom. That's correct, lunatic. Immune, 100%. Immune to paralysis on self. Constant effect. Illegal. Completely illegal. What? That's a whoa! Is what that is. That's not a what, that's a whoa! Yeah, looks at this mountain of paralysis potions. Yeah, my character goes, ah ha ha ha! Ah ha ha ha! That's what my character says to that. I thought of you when I pried that off that assassin's dead corpse. I thought of you. I'm like, oh, that's gonna rock his fucking world, man. And our vase is gone. Oh, there she is, okay. You did the thing while I wasn't watching. Which thing? We've done a lot of things. In the last few. I'm not sure which ones you watched, but we've done quite a few things. Oh, paralysis. Yes, I definitely have some paralysis. Well, Arvesa has the paralysis, but yeah, we definitely have it. Like we've used it on a couple clip racers. It's fun.
You seem like very good company.
What's going on, Sugar Daddy?
Are you here to discuss your orders, or is there something else you want?
We're here to talk about orders, but first of all, Nerevarine Prophecy. We'll go orders.
Thanks for your report, but keep Zainsubani's notes on the Ashlanders.
Okay.
You'll need them. I'm promoting you and sending you to the Urshilaku camp to speak with Sulmatul and Nibani Maisa.
Okay.
But before you go, I think it may be time to tell you what's going on.
Finally! Here we go.
The Emperor and his advisors think you have the appearance of meeting the conditions of the Nerevarine prophecies.
Ah!
That's why you were pulled out of prison on His Majesty's authority and sent to me. So you could satisfy the conditions of the Nerevarine prophecies and become the Nerevarine. Here, this is a decoded copy of the coded package you gave me when you arrived. Read it later. It should explain everything.
Okay, why are you trusting me with this now?
As you'll see in the decoded message, the Emperor and his counselors say you have the appearance of satisfying the conditions of the prophecy. Do you really satisfy the prophecy? Are you really the prophesied Nerevarine? At first I thought we were just supposed to create a persuasive imposter. Now, I don't know what to think. But I'm sure of one thing. This is not just primitive superstition, and we will treat it seriously, just as His Majesty commands. So, Zainsubani says Sulmatul and Nibani Maisa at Urshilaku camp are the heads of the Nerevarine cult. So I'm sending you to speak with them. Tell them your story, and have them test you against the Nerevarine prophecies. As heads of the Nerevarine cult, they can best judge whether you satisfy the prophecies. When you've spoken with them, report back to me. Here's 200 drakes for expenses. And pick up essential supplies at Fort Moonmoth.
Okay. So where's the Urshilaku camp? Give me some directions, homie.
Zainsubani says the Urshilaku camp lies close to the Sea of Ghosts, north of the village of Margan, on the northern coast of Vardenfell. The fastest, smartest way to reach Margan is to take a silt strider from Balmora to Aldrun, and from Aldrun to Margan. In Margan, look for a scout named Nuleno Tedas at Margan Outpost. She'll be able to tell you how to reach Urshilaku camp.
Okay, well, we're going to be walking, because we haven't been there yet. Them's the rules. Neverine prophecies?
The package you gave me described the prophecy's conditions, and you seem to match them. An orphan and outcast. A youth born on a certain day to uncertain parents. Standard vague prophecy stuff.
Sure.
I can see how it would be nice to have a Nerevarine in our pocket, just in case. But the Emperor and his advisors seem to think this prophecy is genuine. Whatever a genuine prophecy is. And we're going to take it seriously, aren't we?
We are.
The Emperor and his counselors say you have the appearance of satisfying the conditions of the Nerevarine prophecy. I'm still skeptical, but it's hard to believe this is all just coincidence. As I said, go to Urshilaku camp to speak with Sulmatul and Nibani Maisa. Tell them your story, and have them test you against the Nerevarine prophecies. As heads of the Nerevarine cult, they should be able to judge whether you might be the Nerevarine. When you've spoken with them, report back to me.
You said there's essential supplies at Fort Moonmoth?
Before you go to Urshilaku camp, see Samutis Vunis and Crulius Pontanian at Fort Moonmoth. I've asked them to put aside some potions and scrolls for you, courtesy of the Emperor. In particular, you'll want the cure potions. I hear the blight is very bad up north. And use the Divine Intervention scroll if you find you're in over your head. It will get you safe to an Imperial cult shrine where you can heal, refit, and try again.
And Fort Moonmoth?
Moonmoth Fort is the Imperial Legion garrison southeast of Balmora.
Yeah, I just came
outside of town. Rad Hardheart is the knight in charge. Between the Imperial Legions and Imperial cult staff, they have about a dozen service providers out there.
Okay. We are level 4. Not doing too bad in the leveling department. Well, I'm sure Arvesa is just gonna love this shit.
Could really use a glass of Flynn right about now.
Tell me about the boy in Armigers a little bit more now. While our numbers barely rival that of the past, our spirit remains intact. Oh, she got nothing to say. Okay.
Sorry, stranger.
We're
My
heading
time
out.
is short, so get on with it.
Redborn. Hail, strangers. You seem to fit the description I was given. An outlander and a boy in Armiger. I followed you once I caught a glimpse of both of you, and while I decided to wait, I'm rather in a hurry. Some fellow paid me a small sum to deliver this letter for you. Here it is. An invitation. Okay. Oh, is he just gonna leave? Yeah. Bro's just gonna leave like that. Okay. And also, Arvesa did not come along. Arvesa, you gotta follow.
Polite of him to wait outside. Usually couriers are too impatient. So, do we have an admirer?
I don't know. Let's read the letter. An invitation. I wanted to express my excitement at a little disruption you caused to the Kimona Tong. Those prudes had it coming. The Thieves Guild expresses an interest in your efforts and maybe even an exchange of information, if you're willing to sit down and talk. We have a storage room beneath the Lucky Lockup. Meet me there. It's not our usual spot, but you caused a lot of ruckus. H.
Polite of him to wait outside. Usually couriers are too impatient. So, do we have an admirer?
I think we do. I'm not sure what to make of it. The Thieves Guild are rivals to the Kimona Tong, and both have been trying for years to kill each other. This isn't charity from them. They want something from us, just as we might want what they have. Right. Let's go meet them. Shouldn't we practice a bit of caution in this? Getting cold feet already. I doubt they will try anything, especially given our reputation now. Since these are Outlanders we'll be talking to, we should take the lead. Or you should take the lead. Not sure they would even listen to me. Alrighty, well that, unfortunately, is going to have to wait till next time, guys. Because it is getting almost 10 o'clock. I do have some things I've got to be doing. So what we'll do is we will head back into Caius's place. And we will relax for a moment. And then we will next meet, probably tomorrow night. And we will have to vote. I guess we'll go ahead and vote tonight. I've got a few people in here. So, anybody who wants to vote in the chat on what we do first. So, are we going to go and check out the Urishilaku prophecy? And check out and test ourselves against the prophecy? Or are we going to go talk to the Thieves Guild and see what kind of dirt they have on the Kimono Tong? At the Lucky Lockup, which is here in Balmora. Balmora is a little closer, but again, we can do these in either order. So, what say you, guys? Oh, wow. Big stretch. Let's see here. Let's see. Sorry, I had to focus on my D2 project. I finally broke through the wall I was at. Nice. And you're just here for the ride, so no vote from you. Monitor to steaming. 2. Okay. Well, if you had to guess, because I think you're the only one here actively, would you want to go to see the Thieves Guild, or do you want to go see the Ashlanders? Which preference do you have of the two? Streaming, sorry, Cat Tide, gotcha. Because I am, I don't know, I'm thinking we do the one closest first. Plus, any chance to stuff an axe in the head of the Kimono Tong is fun, so Ashlanders. Sounds good. We will do the Ashlanders then. And that will be next time. So see everybody later, and we will get this rocking and rolling as we go to see if we are really the Naravarine. Take care, guys. Thanks for coming out.